South Australia is one of Australia's most unique and interesting states in terms of history, politics, economy, security, and secure. Located in the south central part of the Australian continent, the state has an area of approximately 983,482 square kilometers, making it the one of the largest regions onto the country. However, despite its size, South Australia's population is relatively small, at around 1.77 million, with around 75%. With around 75% of the population living in the state capital city Adelaide. The city is not only the center of government, but also a very important cultural, educational, and economic center for the state and Australia of a whole.
South Australia's political system adopts the Westminster model, consisting of a bicameral parliament with an upper house, the Legislative Council, and a lower house, the House of Representatives. The leader of the state government is the Premier, elected by the majority party in the House of Representatives. Historically, power in the state has alternated between the two major parties, the Labour Party and the Liberal Party. However, the Labour Party has dominated in recent years, with Peter Malinauskas serving as Premier since their landslide victory in the 2022 election. His government is known for its involvement in social policy and the transition of the renewable energy. Nevertheless, South Australia faces contemporary political challenges, including economic pressure, development inequalities between cities and regions, and growing demands for indigenous representation in government policies. Given the state's relative political stability, the main question now is how current politics are affecting the economy. To learn more about the state of South Australia's economic, we'll hear from my colleague, Mr. Dzaki.
South economy is the most diverse and dynamic in Australia. Since the colonial period, this state has become relying on its agricultural and mining sector as its economic backbone. The discovery of copper in Kapunda and Burra in the 1840s broke great poverty and became the first foundation of economic development in South Australia. Until now, mining remains an important sector, with commodities such as copper, uranium, and other minerals exported to the international market. The agriculture sector is also very developed in South Australia. Areas such as Barossa Valley, Clare Valley, and McLaren Vale are world famous as world-class wine production centers. This makes the wine industry one of the main contributors to the state's economy. In addition to wine, other agricultural products such as wheat, barley, and wool also contribute significantly. The typical Mediterranean climate with warm summers and cool winters greatly supports the success of the agricultural sector. In addition to agriculture and mining, South Australia is also experiencing rapid development in the manufacturing and technology sectors. Adelaide became a center of innovation with high-tech projects, especially in the field of defense and space. The Woomer project that began in mid-20th century made South Australia an important military and space technology development center in the world. In addition, the service, education, and tourism sector are also growing rapidly, with Adelaide becoming an interesting tourist destination thanks to its various art and cultural festivals and historical heritage sites. The South Australia government actively encourages economic diversification through investment in green technology, renewable energy, and small and medium business development. Innovation programs and support for technology startups have helped create new jobs and increase the competitiveness of the state economy at the national and global levels.
Hello, I'm Khayla with Ramadhania. We'll bringing you an information about South Australia culture. South Australia is very and diverse, reflecting the long history of interaction between Aboriginal people, European immigrants, and other international community. This area is traditional Land of the Corona tribe who have inhabited the Adelaide area and its surroundings for more than 40,000 years. The Corona community has a rich culture, language, and tradition, which is currently being revived through various educational programs and cultural preservation. Colonization brought a great change to the Aboriginal community, including a decline in the population and significant cultural changes. However, currently there are strong efforts from the government and the community to reconcile and honor the original cultural heritage. Cultural, artistic, and educational festivals about Aboriginal people are an important part of social life in South Australia. Adelaide is known as the festival city in Australia, with various cultural and artistic events held throughout the year. Festivals such as Adelaide Festivals, Adelaide Springs, and Womadelaide attract thousands of visitors from all over the world and feature of a variety of performing art, music, theater, and visual art. The city also has a well-preserved colonial architectural heritage, museum, art galleries, and cultural centers that enrich people's lives. Religious communities in South Australia are very diverse and inclusive. Adelaide was once known as a church town because of the many active church and religious community, including Catholic, Anglican, and other Protestant communities. In addition, the Adelaide Mosque, which once was founded in 1888 by the Muslim community from Afghanistan and South Asia, became a symbol of diversity and religious tolerance in this state. The existence of various ethnic and religious community adds to the color and sociocultural dynamics of South Australia. Education and cultural innovation are also the main focus in South Australia. Leading universities in Adelaide, such as the University of Adelaide, Flinders University, and the University of South Australia, are not only the centers of higher education but also centers of research and development that support the state's social and economic progress. This institution play an important role in molding a quality and innovative young generation, as well as being the main driver in the development of science of technology. Next, for the learn more information about security in South Australia will be presented by Satrio.
Hello everyone, my name is Satrio. Today, in this video, I'm gonna inform you something about South Australia security and social stability. First, South Australia is known as one of the states with the highest level security and social stability in Australia. A strong legal system and effective law enforcement ensure the safety of citizens and reduce the crime rate in Australia. South Australia Police also has a professional reputation and plays an active role in maintaining public order and handling various security issues, such as ranging from street crime to the threat of terrorism. In addition, this state also has an excellent health and a social services infrastructure, hospital, public health centers, and social services are widely available and much quality in there, which is this contributes to higher level public health and a welfare. The state government in there also runs various crime prevention and community development programs to maintain social harmony and reduce social inequality. In the context of national security, South Australia has an important role through military facilities and defense technology research centers, which is located in its territory. The existence of military bases and defense technology development centers are in Woomer. Woomer is in South Australia itself. Woomer is a part of Australia's national security strategy, which is this is also contributes the economic and technology to the state of Australia.
South Australian and its capital city, Adelaide, are examples of the state that combined a long history, advancing democracy, economic power based on innovation and natural resources, security stability, and a rich and inclusive culture. From the colonial period as a free settlement colony to becoming the center of modern technology and art, South Australia continues to grow as an area that plays an important role in Australian identity and the progress as a whole. The city of Adelaide, with its well-planned layout, diverse communities, and vibrant cultural life, is the best reflection of the South Australian character and potential in the 21st century.